Sitting in my window, wishing to myself that I could be like rain. Freely falling so unruly, rowdy, wildly soaking everything.
What up, though? It's the Eastside Engineering Podcast, and this is your local friendly engineer, Cynthia. And per usual, I tell you to get your notes out and listen in because we have a great show ahead of us. So today's Tech in the City is a shout out to our friends at Mental Matters Podcast. They have an amazing sale going on with their in Toxic Masculinity, which is like period, because why else? And I need the bill. I need to find the bill. But anyways, yeah, so go out and check out their social medias under Mental Matters Podcast. And I'll also have a link below, and support those young black men in Detroit who are trying to help define what does it mean to be a man, or what does it mean to man up, you know? The ladies, they tell us we don't support them enough, and this is me supporting black men.
Look at you.
Okay, so today's local friendly artist or creative, or I don't know what to call you.
A creative is fine.
Erin is in the house.
Yes.
I need to get the bill because I'm not dinging on when I'm supposed to ding. But I'm going to go find the bill while she introduces herself.
Oh, hi, I'm Erin. I work in advertisement. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my job.
My 9 to 5 is advertisement. Side job, I also do a podcast.
Ooh. What's the name?
Called Unicorns Are Real.
Unicorns?
Yeah. Unicorns, artists, creatives. We're all unicorns because we all do our own unique thing to express ourselves. I think that's why I came up with the name. Yeah. And, so we have a platform for artists to come, talk to us, sit down, tell about their art. And all the things they do. Yeah, spill their guts, whatever they want to share with the audience, just so that people can get a personality behind the creative.
Right. I was on there before I became the Eastside Engineer.
Supreme Art Ho, if y'all wanted to know.
That title of that episode literally sounds like the perfect name for a porno.
Supreme Art Ho meets 50 niggas deep. Because it works.
I was like, this is they're gonna be in for a treat.
Yeah.
This is not
I'm not gonna tell you my naming process. It was just like,
I mean, it fit for the situation.
Yep.
Just the naming. I was like, this is a porno. That's what this is.
So many people said it, and I was like, I'll accept that.
Yeah.
If that gets you to listen,
we'll take it.
Go crazy.
We'll take it. Look, my title still stands. Look.
Supreme Art Ho.
Let them know I hold my own wherever I'm at. Don't matter.
Flirt with that man on air.
Oh my God. That is funny. I was like, oh Lord, that's awkward. I had to put out a PSA right then, like, I'm sorry to your
girlfriend.
Like, I didn't know. This is a joke. It went too far. I have to put an iOS press release.
It took him a minute to tell us he had a girlfriend.
Right. I was like, oh, dang. Sorry. No, girl. Don't want him. I was joking. It was for podcast reasons. It was just for podcast.
It was just for content.
Yeah, it's for ratings.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all. I'm not really interested at all.
Yeah. It's fine.
No worries.
They weren't, and then we had to explain that you weren't even sitting close. They're not even sitting close to each other.
Like, look, even if we were, girl, you have nothing to worry about.
Like, just relax. Just relax.
Oh my God, I am so tangled up in cords right now.
Oh my.
Y'all know I have technical difficulties, but it's okay. It's okay. Because, you guys love me, and you're here for content, not for quality. Yeah, I know.
They can't have both?
But they can have both. Most of the time, y'all have both. But anyways, we keep it cute and start off with, what's your favorite studying and work snacks?
Studying and work snacks. I would say, I guess this is... Okay, so my favorite study snacks would be Flamin' Hot Fries.
Yes!
I don't know why.
Bring it into season 2!
It's an addiction. just snack, and then you just be like, man, it's really good.
So you only do the fries. You don't do the Cheetos.
No, I don't do the hot Cheetos as
Okay.
much as I used to when I was a child.
I understand. I understand. with age and digestive systems, they changed.
It switched up a little bit. I can still, stomach the hot fries.
Okay, got you.
At least half a bag.
See, me, I have matured to the puffs.
Oh,
because
yeah.
you only get like 8 chips anyway.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
I can't do the Cheetos. No. Mm-mm.
I do the puffs sometimes.
Yeah, the puffs is all I can handle. Can't do the fries. Can't do no.
Yeah.
My body doesn't really care for corn at all. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not nutritional. It has no nutritional value. So I understand. My body's like, why? No, thanks.
Like sis.
Keep it out of here.
Do
we good?
Do we need this?
Sis. Why do you exercise if you just gonna feed me corn? I just want to know. Like,
just throw your hands up.
Me and my body has that. We have those kind of conversations. It be real sometimes. We get real deep around here. But yeah, so those are some good snacks. I'm proud of those. Yeah. Season 1, it was
I wanted like, so when I saw the question, I was like, dang, I want to come up with something like healthy.
Why does everybody do that? I think that is that's interesting because everybody usually has like, oh, I have my unhealthy one, but now I got a healthy one. Like, why?
I don't got a healthy one. I was like,
it's a snack. You can indulge in snacks. Like, it's okay.
That's what I used to study in snack.
She's like, look, these snacks be hitting. I don't care what nobody's talking about. So I want to know, what got you into art?
Art? I don't know if there was one particular thing that got me into art. I think I've always been like creative.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've always been doing things. Like when I was younger, I used to just do. When I was younger, it was more so of performance art because I used to make my family like sit through talent shows of mine. Yeah, it was like.
Did you produce them, or they were like, oh my god?
It would be like in the living room. And I would just be like, all right, meet in the living room at this time.
Oh, my God.
And, like, before, like, I'll tell them to do that, I have, like, rehearsals with myself in the living room.
I am excited for
dancing.
home videos to be released.
Dancing and singing. And I was like, y'all gonna sit through this, okay?
Wow. Your family real.
It's just my mom and my sister.
Look, they real for sitting through it because they could have been like, I'm not watching this. Girl, get out my face. Like...
I mean, it was sometimes, my sister was a little reluctant coming in there. Like, dog,
not
you
again.
You couldn't just let me chill.
Like, are you serious? It has an intermission?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
And I used to do, like, on camera, dang, I want to find these videos. I used to do voiceover for my stuffed animals.
Oh, my goodness.
So
that's so cute.
I used to sit them in and then, like, talk behind the camera.
So, wait, you were the original. You were the original before they had, like, those Disney voiceovers that we have now. You were the OG, bro. You need to put them out. Like, I was here before it was cool.
That's as soon as I find them videos.
You
like,
gotta put them out.
I swear, as soon as I was like, dog, I used to have these. I also used to have, like, a recorder.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when I switched the voice for the person, I'll just speed up the recording of the voice. Because I was like, I don't think I can hit that note. Let me just speed it up just so they can sound like they have a higher pitch than I had.
Editing before editing was a thing. I'm here for it. I am 100% here for it.
And then I guess it later moved into like me doing visual arts with like drawing fashion and then shifted into computer arts because I was like, hey, we got computers.
She said, because we got computers now. I gotta draw it.
Yeah, why I gotta draw it?
That's amazing. That's so like, and the type of, if you care to share, like, what kind of advertisement do you put together? Like, what part of advertisement are you in?
Okay, right now, we do a lot at the agency that I work at. We do a lot of print ads, but we also do like commercial ads, and our clients are like more health insurance and insurance.
Okay.
And I create logos, do a lot of branding. What else?
That's important. Everybody is a brand nowadays. Everybody is a brand.
So like, coming up with things that make sense to a brand.
If y'all see their page, you'll see that marketing coming through.
Man, because that the unicorns page. It's another job. And
I'm
I just be
like, I don't even know
Lord.
how y'all do this IG stuff. I post my episode and keep it cute. Like, I just started adding new content because I'm like, hey, I can't do this. Look, just listen to the episode.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I'd be like, why didn't I choose like a simpler format?
It is fancy.
At some point that I bit off too much.
It
More
was
than
good.
I could chew.
I didn't notice this. It was good. I'm like, every time they popped up, I'm like, I don't like this. This looks nice.
Thank you.
Like
Thank you.
all the different art and then how like it came in and it's faded out in the back and all. I'm like, okay, how is she doing all of this?
Yep. Quick design.
That's amazing. I think that's amazing. That's sweet. But okay. I would like to know some of your non-art hobbies.
I don't think I have any non-art hobbies.
Don't get technical on us. Like, technically, that's art.
Everything is technically art. Dang, because I can't say that my non-art hobbies would be like sports that I haven't played in a minute. But when I do pick up a volleyball, I'm great at volleyball.
Volleyball?
Yes, I played volleyball throughout middle school and high school. Then I stopped in college because we didn't have a team and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I want to go to art school. And then I went to art school.
Oh, that's so cute. I want to go to art school. That's, why don't they have sports? That would be important for, like, stress relieving and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, they don't have. I wish they had sports. I was like, why do we have a mascot?
Even recreational sports would be.
Yeah, I mean,
useful.
I guess they have. Well, no, they didn't have because I didn't want to do beach, and they just do beach volleyball at times, like just quick.
Where?
I don't like beach.
But
volleyball.
where? Would they go to Bel Air?
Like no, they had like a court, like a little small court for beach volleyball.
But I thought the beach was.
Yep, it's just sand.
So I thought.
Yep.
Okay, so
beach volleyball, you just have to be in sand.
But all right. I'm gonna just that's okay. So volleyball is your okay.
Volleyball.
What position did you like to play?
I like to play setter.
Mm-hmm.
That was like my main position, like when I was on the court, and then sometimes they have me mainly back row.
Okay,
because I was short.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Like, I'm not gonna call her short, but
you couldn't be a blocker because
I definitely can't block.
Usually for the tall girls.
Know, I could get up there a little bit.
The tall ones are usually
but no, setter because I just set up the
but that's
RBs.
That's perfect because it's like you are so much closer to the ground too, so it's like you don't have to bend down too much. Not this sounds terrible, but
Dang.
I'm like what I'm. Like mathematically, like physically, this is like a smart choice.
You are closer to the ground. You can dig that ball.
You can, that dive to the ground won't be so painful.
Your jackknife, you would just get right up. You feel me? you don't even have to worry.
I'm sorry to the height challenge people. It's okay. We
I'm
all.
average height. Let me have it.
What?
Average height is 5'4". That's it. That's all I need. It is. Average height for a woman is 5'4", and that's all I need.
In what country?
In the United States. Look it up on your phone.
All right, I'm gonna Google that later. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it.
I got you. I'm gonna look it up.
She's like, I'm gonna look this up right here on air while you talking. So you talked about going to art school. How did you handle stress when you were in school? The look like, girl, handle who? Who gonna handle me?
Handle what? Since when?
Oh my God. The look is like, handle what?
Yeah, so like art school, I didn't really handle stress that well. As well as I should have.
I mean, hindsight is 20/20. We all, It's okay. Look, I had an epiphany yesterday, and I was reading a book, and they were talking about, I think they were talking about fear or something. I forgot what chapter I was reading because I'm reading it out of order. But they were saying, like, you could live in this fear and not do whatever you were supposed to do, and then you'll feel crappy that you never did what you were supposed to do because you were afraid of doing it because you were afraid of failure or whatever else. Yeah. or you can do it and it turned out to be great. And I'm like, dang, that would have worked. Where was this chapter at 5 years ago when I was so scared to study for stuff like I'm gonna fail anyway? And then like, well, if you just would have studied and tried, you probably wouldn't have failed. Like, so yeah.
And that was pretty much me, because I was like, because I went into art school not really knowing any of the Adobe programs and stuff.
Okay.
Like I had touched it like once or twice, but it was like these kids literally had this in their school.
Yeah.
My school didn't have like computer programs especially made for artists.
Yeah.
Or, like they didn't show us that. Like the art classes that we had were like drawing, and the TV production class that we had, we just sat in there and watched movies. So
that sounds productive.
It was super productive.
You knew all of the what you call it when you go to do the trivia at the bar?
Yeah.
You held the team down, okay? Like
So how I handled the stress, I say I tried. Just slept. Be like, how you
Shout
get
out to
stressed? Just sleep.
Sleep helps, though. Sleep helps. That's a good one.
Sleep.
Even though we live in an era of team no sleep, which I don't subscribe.
Yeah. And then, like, you know.
We both took naps before we got here.
Honestly. I looked at the clock and I was like, am I going to make it? I'm going to wake up. Oh, and another way I handled stress on campus was, like, connecting with the Black people that I could connect with.
Okay.
Because, I mean, our school had it very few.
Yeah. And it's in a very Black city.
In a very Black-ass city.
It's like, okay.
Hey, y'all.
Big eyes. It's one more. Hey, my school was in a very Black city, and every year we was like, oh, it's more of us. Mm-hmm. It's more.
And, you know, you got them few ones that don't really associate with the
they
Blacks.
don't really. They like associate, but they don't. They like, I get the concept, but I don't subscribe. I understand what you're trying to get at, but no, thank you. That's cute and all with that, whatever you call this. Whatever you call this ghetto. What you want me to be a part of? But no, sis, we not, no, not me.
Like they come in the community room or the, I don't know, the commuters lounge. Mm-hmm. And then they'd be like, oh, this is where the Blacks hang.
Yeah, because we don't stay down here.
We don't stay on campus because who can afford that shit?
Like, no, we commute. Yeah. No shit.
Be like, oh, y'all just sleeping on couches?
Yes. Yes. Because I live 20 minutes away from here. Okay? Understand. Okay. Realize my struggle. See me.
Dog.
But that's real. Stress. I always get some good answers out of that question. That's always a good one.
People be like, whew.
One lady's like, I didn't. I don't.
What is that?
Who? Stress me and her don't talk. We don't talk. I don't know her. She always in my face, but it's cool. It's cool, but we don't talk though. So I want to know, what's a goal you accomplished that you never thought you would?
I guess, like, okay, a goal of mine that I didn't think I would accomplish, I guess having a podcast for a year.
Look. The struggle.
We made it through a year.
That's amazing. That's a good job. Like, I did a really good job.
Thank you. So that was, like, one of the goals because I didn't even think I would have a podcast. Look. I just had, like, a few friends in my ears like, oh, you should have a podcast. And then when Asia came to me, it was like, yo, do you want to be a co-host with me on this podcast? Like, because, like, the guy over the network just presented the idea to her. He didn't have, like, backing. He just knew he wanted a podcast about art. Mm-hmm. And then Asia just figured that our personalities mesh. Mm-hmm. Or, like, it's enough of a difference between us that it'll work with us, I guess, bringing out artists or creatives.
Because there's a lot of people I'd never even heard of. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I am like, they are tapped in because I'm like, who are these people? And they're like, yeah, we've been around since that. And I'm like, what? I had no idea. It's definitely, y'all do amazing work putting people out there, like highlight. I love highlighting podcasts that, show people there's more to the city than just one thing or the thing you hear about. So I think that's amazing. Y'all do great work over there.
Thank you.
Unicorns are real, okay? Period, Pooh. But I feel you on that one. The whole podcast thing, I'm like...
That year.
To this day, I'm still like, I don't know.
Be like, I'm going to just, just give up. Get another job.
Somebody told me, they was like, you took a whole month off, sis. Like, okay, mind your business.
Yep.
I was like, you know what? I didn't even, I typed something. You know how you type something in and you're like, all right, this is what I'm about to say. Mind your business. But I'm like, you know what? Delete. I'm like, I'm happy you excited to have a month, to come back after a month or some shit. I said something really nice. Yeah. I was like, I'm happy you waited for me. Thank you so much. But yeah, that month was needed. I needed that because I'm like, whoo, Cynthia is not that kind of socialite.
Dog, we took a month too.
Look, it's needed. It's needed. Because a lot of people don't realize how hard it is to do a podcast.
Because you got to do scheduling.
Yes. Content, which is a whole new bird for me. I'm like, hey, I've never been a person that's like, let me think of content to put up. No, I like to enjoy content. I don't like to create it. That's not my thing.
I mean, I like creating it. I just be like, how much time do I have to dedicate to this?
Let's say this. I enjoy creating it. I do not enjoy executing it.
Okay, true.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I can create it all day, but it's like, who gonna put this out? Who gonna do it?
I'd be sneaking it at work. I'd be like,
and who got money to buy all these apps to do pre-post apps?
Dog.
I don't have the time, the money, the energy, none of that.
I was trying to see who I can hook up with on our account team. use one of the apps they use to set up.
Ain't it a multi-user? Can you put me as an admin?
Be like, dog, I give you the passwords and I send you the stuff. Just schedule it because I be doing this during work hours.
Please help me. Help me. Please. Oh my God. So I want to take them throwback. Let's go back in the day. So what advice would you give to your 14-year-old self about the arts?
Pick up other stuff a lot sooner. I would say just keep doing more stuff.
Okay. I'm coughing again.
Younger
I'm sorry.
self. Listen to me, younger self.
Ding, ding, I'm going to get her attention. Ma'am.
So don't let these people tell you that you can't. I mean, that you're not great at it.
Period.
Because it was people saying you're good, but it was also some people saying,
yeah. The projectors,
Just know that craft takes time to shape, and it's a learning process. And I mean, you'll be great at it eventually. Because look at where we are.
When you said that, I thought of the thing was the more you know.
The more you know.
Eventually,
you will get to a point where you're satisfied with your craft.
Yes. That's some great advice.
Just pushing through.
That's amazing. That's a good advice for a 14-year-old. Girl, just keep trying. Just keep going. Don't listen to the haters, okay?
Explore as much as possible. Because I feel like sometimes you get put in a box with your creativity, especially with teachers and stuff. Mm-hmm. They'd be like, oh, you're good at this and not these other things. Just try it and see what you gravitate towards.
Which is so interesting because it's you would think an art teacher would be a lot more open to people being a little bit more abstract about their I don't know.
And I think it's they be scared. They're scared too because they want you to be successful in something, but it's also you gotta let them explore and you gotta let them fail at something to be oh yeah, that art form isn't mine, but hey, you're a creative overall.
I've tried it. Yeah.
How can you expand your creativity?
Right. That one failure could make you spark something else that you're interested in. You never know. I don't know.
Or you fall into advertising and be a jack of all trades.
Literally. Because I was thinking about that earlier. and this is a tangent. So, I was watching BoJack Horseman, and I was thinking about the agent and all, like, how one of the characters, Princess, I don't know if you watch it or not. Okay, sorry.
It's
so
fine.
one of the characters, she switched from being an agent to a manager, which is like the same thing, I guess, but she's like, it's completely different. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they were talking about how advertisement, and I'm like, man, this whole world works off of advertisement.
Yep.
Like, literally everything works off of somebody saying, hey, look at this, go do this.
Yes.
Like, and they're like, I'm gonna go do that because they told me to.
That was kind of like how my the department chair at my school, how he got me to do advertising, because originally I was just going in for graphic design, because that was just like a tunnel vision thing. Like, I want to do graphic design.
Like, I'm good at this
because I don't want to be drawing.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into illustration because I have to be great at illustration. I can draw to get my point across.
I can get my point across.
You would know what it is. It's not gonna be the best,
but you get the concept.
Yes, I mean, there we are.
What you mean you don't get it?
Yeah.
Are you blind?
Does that not look like a person? I see 2 legs.
What do you?
Who cares? It's a stick.
Right. What you need all that definition for?
Yeah.
This
What's
is
the point of that?
Storyboard. What you mean?
But like, essentially, he was like, you'll be working for an ad agency anyway, because as a graphic designer, you do get hired. He's like, why not be the person that calls the shots and be the person that hires the people to execute your plan?
You know what? Somebody, points were made.
I was like,
points were made.
I was like, bet. And also, like, going into advertisement, I was like, okay, if I didn't do art, I was going to go into psychology. So advertising is a way to use the thing I loved about psychology and then make it into an art form. Because you're working psychology when you're trying to get people to do something. When you're shaping their behavior, you have to study their behavior.
Right. That's good, because you just answered another question without me having to ask you. Thank you. I'm happy I asked those questions.
Oh, dang.
No, that's good. Like, so what, like, let's get more into that. Like, psychology, what, like, how did you even, like, did you have to take a class on it or something?
What, psychology?
Yeah.
I mean,
or was it just a personal interest?
Personal interest. High school, I liked the psychology class that we had, or the classes, because I think I did more than one semester.
Just like I was in there.
I was in there. And I was like, oh, this is really interesting. And I mean, the mind is just like the things that you can shape with like people's perception and like what that was super interesting to me. And I was going to go to Oakland University and do psychology. And I was like, if I don't get into art school, that'll be a backup.
That's a good backup.
And then like when he convinced me to do advertising, I was like, oh, I can still use it. Because then they also make us, take a psychology class or a sociology class just to like fine tune. But I did like that.
Like the well-roundedness of the students.
Yeah.
Big air quotes.
Big air quotes. Just to, but like, it was like, this is interesting. Okay, I can use this in my advertisement or my design, because you get more meaning behind why you created something. Like, why did you use these colors and the meaning behind the colors? Because, like, things have meaning.
Yeah.
Colors hold theories, and they drive people to have certain emotions.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
So you do a lot of that because we like, okay, I want a happy feel. I can't have blue or like muted
navies,
tones.
Yeah, like
if I wanted a happy branding.
Like, is she supposed to be like? Is it supposed to be like her depressed, happy face? Like, is she in her manic face? I don't get it.
Be like, so I guess they'd be like, I guess if you want to like just so.
Yeah, advertisement definitely shapes the world. I think that's amazing though. Like, you know how now our world is being more accepting of like mental health work. I don't know what I'm saying. My brain is like, girl.
I mean, you were getting there. Mental health.
No,
mental health is a big thing that's
not accepting of mental health and things that we need to do to keep our mental healthy. And so, like, the people that work in that, like the psychiatrists, psychologists, all those words of people who do those things. Yeah. So I think adding art to that would be amazing.
It is.
Like
I knew a couple of people that were going into like art psychology, like using art forms as a way to get the person to come out of themselves and express themselves.
I think somebody needs to get into the market of well, they probably do already do that. That's why people love. Okay, so what I'm talking about in my head is retail therapy.
Yeah.
So like just how everything when you go shopping is just like it plays into your mind with the different art, the colors, and how they set up the advertisement. Like, oh, I want to go over here.
Yeah.
And they be like, oh, 20% off. That's a big sale. Like, girl, tax is like 10%. You going to pay that in shipping. Like,
You are.
You're not saving no money.
Like, sis, you not? Okay.
You're not saving a penny, but go ahead and make you feel good because the sign was shiny. And it got you into the store, and now you feel good and all that stuff. But yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, I'm like, what therapy do I like? And I'm like, retail.
Yeah.
With somebody else's money.
Let it be somebody else's money. I will blow a whole bag of somebody else's.
That's the best kind of retail therapy when it's not your money. So you just swipe it and like, I am concerned. Not one. Who? Limit that does not exist.
What is that?
Who is that? Don't know them. But that's cool. I think that I honestly did not expect that as an answer for what would you be if you weren't an artist.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that. So what would you say is a secret to your success in your opinion?
You know what? This kind of ties into the stress question. So I would say a secret to my success is that I've learned to try to not get stressed. Because it's I'm still a work in progress.
My secret is I try not to be stressed.
I try not to, but I try to like take as many breaks as possible when I'm like doing things or like anything to clear my mind. Like anytime I feel overwhelmed, like with work or whatever, I'd be like, what can I look at real quick? Or like, how can I free my mind real quick? Just to be like, all right, I'm having a brain blockage. Yeah. Like I can't create if my brain is just like
wound up with things.
What is this? Like, what is
when your brain is like, why did you pick that color? That's not a good color. Pick another one, but we don't know which one to pick. Just like, pick, I don't know.
And I just in my head sometimes I just think about, I don't know why I just randomly think about that SpongeBob episode where he's like clearing out all the cabinets.
Everything's on fire. Yeah. Like I need to go back and watch that because I'm like, what was he thinking about? I'm pretty sure it's something that has literally nothing to do.
Like he had to got rid of a file. Like in his mind, he got rid of a thing, and then somebody had asked him something, I think, and it was like,
the whole building
where is it? And then they're like searching, and then everything's like catching on fire.
All I think about is the one SpongeBob that was blowing out the fire in the trash can. He was like freaking out, like, oh my god. I've been there too many times.
But yeah, that goes on in my mind. So.
Or like the dog.
Yeah,
like, this is fine. Everything around you is on fire.
Yes.
This is fine. Sips tea.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So that's sometimes.
So what things do you like what's your go-tos to clear your mind?
Music. Like, so while I'm working, I listen to podcasts. Okay. All day I have like 30 podcasts that I have lined up each day. Because, like, I don't know, like, I was like hearing voices in my head, which would be the other people.
Yeah.
I don't know, keeps me calm because, like, music sometimes that'll distract me because I will be into the song more than I will be. And then hearing the conversations, sometimes it's just like background noise.
Right.
But when I have on like
it's like enjoyable background noise. Yeah.
Because, like, when I have on like the read or the friend zone, like, try not to laugh at work.
Yeah. A good Dustin joke will get you there. Like, you'll be like, oh.
That be me at work.
Or me like get the shaking the shoulders and like can't laugh out loud.
I'd be like, Skippy, I'm gonna laugh. They gonna hear my laughter today. But like, yeah, so music will take me out of it. Or I look at something on the computer real quick, just do an internet search for like some type of art.
Nice.
Or like go to Twitter.
You know
like, what y'all doing on Twitter? And then I'd be like, oh, I can't have this on my work computer because, y'all repost porn. Y'all folks.
Because your likes are on the timeline.
I just want people to know that.
Your likes, I repeat, your likes are on the timeline. That is, I don't know who need to hear that, aka me. I need to hear that because I be liking stuff and be like, this not gonna pop up. Yes, it will, sis. It'll be on the timeline. Your likes are not a secret area anymore. It's not like Tumblr. Because you can lock your likes on Tumblr.
Yep.
But then who still goes to Tumblr anymore,
I mean, no.
Useless. It's like the Yahoo of social media platforms.
Pretty much.
So,
sorry, sis.
yikes.
Bye.
Big yikes. So you go to, you go to videos, search things. You, of course, Twitter. I realize I on Twitter so much because when I'm in conversations, I'll bring up things. I'm like, somebody tweeted, like, dang, how many times do I have to say that?
Yep.
Somebody tweeted, like,
I saw this on Twitter.
You're like, that's my social. That's how I am social. Because I talk to people.
Yeah. All the time.
Online. But still, they people.
Exactly.
Most of them are bots. But it's okay. It's okay. They respond sometimes.
Random accounts responding to your tweets.
Like,
Man, I'd never get over the day that like automobile, like this, like, I don't know, this, dang, what was it? It was some repair shop for cars. Commenting under my tweet because I think I said, that's great. My heat went down. I'm never buying a car from my mom ever again. Because I bought a car, this car that I got from my mom because, like, somebody totaled my car over by my job. It was parked. I'm not going. The car was parked. I came outside of work and my car was smashed up. And I was like,
what?
Ain't the devil busy?
Wait a second. What?
Yep. It's like, I had just paid off my car this year. And then, like,
what? Hold on. Like, my brain is not. I'm still stuck on the I came outside and my car was smashed.
It was smashed.
They ain't even know.
No, they were still out there. They had the ambulance out there and the police and everything.
You know what? Okay, this is so crazy, but of course, something I've seen on Twitter. Like, did you see the video of the lady? Well, this guy was proposing to his girlfriend. Then when he went down to get on one knee, a little girl was walking out the door and she tripped over his leg.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Okay, so that's the story. So the guy was proposing, and for some reason he proposed right in front of a door opening, which is like, come on, guy. Off of the strength of that, sis should have said no, but she didn't. I don't know. We didn't see the rest of the video.
Yeah,
but he was proposing, and like as he went down, the little girl wasn't paying attention because she's a little girl, tripped over his leg and she fell. So that was like the funny part of the video. So the lady retweeted it with a quote and was like, this is so funny because that's my kid. And I didn't know that this was being like, she was like, I didn't know that this would pop up on the internet.
Yeah.
But I didn't even have to search for it. And it just was on my timeline. So like all the different pieces and parts of life. Like, wow, she does not know these people, but yet and still her kid is online. And it's important because she tripped over his leg while he was proposing. So like this person who had an accident, and it's like, oh my God, this person is hurt, blah, blah, blah. And then like you come out of work like, what? My car.
Yeah. It was like literally like I had stayed late. I was working late that day. And I was like,
why does it always happen when you're doing something like that?
I was like, dang.
That's a lesson to never work late.
I mean, we be having to. Like, especially now because we're like pitching a client.
Oh.
So now we got to put in like extra hours. But this time we weren't pitching a client. I just had like a backup of work. But I was like, dang, it's almost 6:30. Let me dip up out of here.
Right.
Real quick. And I'm walking. I was like, dang, why the police closing down the street at the end? Because, like, my car is, like, parked downhill from my job. I'm like, why they got the street? Dang, why? When I'm trying to leave, they got the street blocked off.
Right. Like, you don't know I'm trying to go home.
I'm walking down. I was like, nah, please don't be my car. Is that my car? Like,
you trying to beep it to unlock it like,
I was like, Lord, that's not my car right there. I know it's not my car, Lord.
Goodness. That is so...
It's like, dang, that's for real my car right there. And the lady, she like, not funny, but she ran into a post afterwards. Because
wow.
apparently the lady had a diabetic attack.
Okay.
So, but like she had smashed into like this one car that smashed into my car, but she had also hit my car. And then my car got pushed into this other car, and then she had hit the pole.
Jeez.
So she damaged 3 cars. No, my car was the broke boy of the bunch because she smashed into a Benz.
Oh, wow.
Smashed in my car. My car got pushed into an Audi.
Wow.
And she hit the pole in Birmingham.
Wow.
I was like, oh, my car is the broke boy.
Man, that's
these people can recover. They probably got extra cars. Me,
right.
I don't have a backup car.
I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta cut on the fan because I'm hot. So if you hear this fan, if you hear humming, it's a fan because I'm hot. Like, I'm a human. But hopefully that lady's okay though, because that's wow.
And suck, her insurance probably
shot through the. But at this point, she probably be like, "Girl, I made it through that. I do not care." Yeah, like at this point, wow, that's. I'm still stuck on. I came outside and my car was smashed up. Like I wouldn't even know how to handle that situation. I would just be like, I'm about to go back to work. This can't be real.
I just sat on the sidewalk like, yep.
I literally would have turned around, called my mom, and been like, so I'm sitting at work because my car is totaled and I did not crash it.
Yeah,
I did not crash it.
So I'm under my dad's insurance, so I had to call him and explain that to him. I was like, so yeah. I was like, technically, this won't go down on your insurance because I was not in the car. The car was not. It's like right now because they said it'd be considered personal property. Yeah. Because I'm not in the car. The car is not on. Mm-hmm. So it's just personal property that got damaged. Okay. And not like considered a fault on anybody's. I mean,
but we have no fault insurance here anyway.
Yeah. So. But it was like, it's not gonna make you don't have to claim it. Yeah. Because it wasn't an accident.
Wow. Wow. I'm sorry for y'all. We spent that much time on that, but I'm still shocked. I am still shocked. Wow. Like, I'm blown away. I'm the emoji with the head blown off. That's me. Literally. I was thinking about my car earlier. No. I rebuked that. Yep. In the name of Jesus. What?
Just release it. It's nothing that you can expect.
Oh my God. All because of Twitter. That's how we got here.
Twitter. Yep. Random accounts.
Random accounts, the bots. Our friends. Anyways. Okay. Speaking of advertising. So you work on a lot of projects. Which one was you can talk about school too. But what was one of your favorite projects you ever worked on?
Like school or?
You can do any project. I was like, I didn't want to exclude anything you worked on previously.
Yeah, you can exclude personal. I mean, you can exclude professional right now.
That's the T, okay?
The T. Nah. No, actually professional. So the company I work for does a lot of work with scleroderma. Since, people don't talk about scleroderma as much as like other things they can talk about because it's a disease that affects your autoimmune system.
Oh, I thought it was some acne medicine.
No, scleroderma is a disease that affects your autoimmune system, and what it essentially does is like it hardens your skin and like affects your joints. Like you become like super hard, kind of. It starts to shape like your skin. Everything just hardens. Okay. So your insides harden as well. Wow. Like your organs on the inside.
That's interesting.
And they do a walk every year. And then so, like, I got to design, like, all the pieces for the walk. Like, all the, like, social pieces, the character. And the walk is held at the Detroit Zoo. So that was, like, one of my favorite pieces. Because, like, this year was a flamingo. And then it was, like, this cool pink and green.
Aww.
And I was like, dang.
You got to show me this when we
It's
get
a
off
lot of
air. 'Cause
yeah.
I wanna see it.
I was like, it's a lot of pink and green. I was like, people gonna think I'm an AKA.
I think that every time I wear pink and green, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want nobody to get confused. But I'm like, I don't think anybody would get confused.
Yeah.
But I just don't want that question to pop up ever in my life. Like, no, I don't want to be rude. No.
I mean, it's no
anybody in general, I didn't do anything Greek. Like,
Yeah.
no.
And I just be like, dang, I just like pink and green.
Right, those are cute colors. They're cute.
colors.
They're cute together. They're very cute together.
So like that was fun because I like everything. But I mean, it was a lot of work because it was like so many pieces to go into the Detroit Zoo because it was like those like feather flag things, the signage.
Y'all should see the arm movements.
Yeah, T-shirts and stuff. Oh. But that's one of my faves. And in the school, my fave was like when I did this campaign for it was like a project. So I did it for Shea Moisture.
Oh wow.
And that was fun because this was right before they did that all beauty or like their all beauty campaign when they were like marketing to everybody with not just like texture hair, but we got products for like if you have straight hair, wavy hair, and all that jazz.
That sounds about the time I clocked out. But
Yeah, but that's essentially what my campaign was because I was like, dang.
They stole your idea.
I think so because it was like it was literally a couple months before they did that. But I know like advertisement, how it works.
Yeah.
It's like they was probably working on this 6 months ago. And it's
probably
just
hit you with the sis. We started this last year.
Yeah. And I was
this
like,
was a part of a 5-year plan and you just came in 2 months
like,
ago.
hold up. I came in at the
thought
beginning.
about this yesterday.
Yes. Like we just great minds, dog. Don't come for me. But like I had built out a site for it where like you click your hair texture and then like the site personalized to that hair texture. So tutorials on the hair texture, products to use, like just so you can like maintain your hair.
So you know how to code.
My partner knew how to code. I just knew how to make things look pretty.
There's coders that do that.
Yeah, I know. But my partner knew how to do it. And I was like, yeah, I mean, you can show me, but I'm gonna tell you how much I'm probably not gonna retain.
That's real. That's real.
I wanted to learn, but she did more graphic design classes. So in the graphic design classes, they learned how to code.
Mm-hmm.
Since I didn't go that route, and I went the art director route.
She was like, "Not me, sis. Sorry."
The art director, right? We just touch the graphic design classes. We don't dive into it.
Said, we have a crossing acquaintance. We just
we cross into it.
How are you? Goodbye.
Yep. Because I only take graphic design 1 and 2.
She was like, "That's it."
Coding happens either in 3 and 4.
Not me.
Not me, because I was like, I'm going to do more photography classes than I did graphic design. So my specialty was photography.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So it's time to get up in your business.
Okay. Oh.
Well, even deeper in your business, because we've been in your business the whole time. But we're going to get even deeper in your business.
Okay.
So I like to ask people, what are your goals for the next 3, 5, and 10 years?
Okay. Whew. That's my goal. So, in 3 years, hopefully I'll be like on my way to being a senior art director. I say in 3 years, I should be in a senior status. Or maybe that's still just regular art director status. I don't know. I don't know how many years you got to put into these things. I think it's just like experience, like what you can do. Because I feel like some people move up really fast.
Because, like, I don't know what makes people senior or not, because I've seen people who graduate from just a bachelor's degree and end up in a senior role, and it's like, I don't understand how that works.
So I just think it's like what you can do, like, real fast. Like, okay, if you're like, you honed in these skills
right
quicker than others, so then you move up faster. So
I think some companies too, like, some companies kind of like it where if I can get somebody who is 23 who can do this senior role versus somebody who's 33, and it's like this 33-year-old probably gonna require more money than this person is 23. So I'm gonna go with the 23-year-old.
Probably.
You do the same things, but you require less money because you're not gonna come in like, I need 85. Like no, they can be like, I'll take whatever you got.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just trying to pay back some student loans.
Right. The 33-year-old, like, I got a family, I got kids, I got a dog. My dog needs the premium, the Ellen DeGeneres food. It's expensive. Like, so yeah.
Healthcare benefits, and
right?
All that,
like
a little bit higher.
So they like, we're gonna go with this one. We can train them up a little bit, but that's cool.
But I ain't gotta pay for their kids too.
Right.
Unless you had your kids early. Who knows?
Most times, yeah.
Okay, that's 3. 5 years. I don't know. I think I want to do, like, in 5 years, if I'm not still in advertisement, because I don't know if I want to be in advertising itself for forever. I still want to do art direction. But I've been thinking about doing, like, movie art direction.
Oh, wow.
Which I think will be, like, a whole nother...
That would be super dope.
Beast, because, like, that's paying attention to everything on set.
Yeah.
In the shot. Like,
oh, my God. You should connect with, oh, my God. Elena, because the second Elena, because I had 2 Elenas on my show before, but one is a mechanical engineer that's going into, like, technical theater, and I'm like, y'all should connect. I don't know. Y'all figure out something to do with the scene or something. I don't know. Do a side project.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then you said 10 after the 5?
Yeah.
All right, 10 after the 5. Let me see.
10 after the 5.
10 after the 5. I've always wanted to do, like, voice acting, so maybe I'll do voice. I'll probably do voice acting before then.
Do what Ari Lennox do. Do it on IG Live.
Yeah.
You be on IG Live anyway. Y'all gotta follow her IG. They be on live like all the time, and I'm like, what is going on?
We don't be doing that.
They be FaceTiming each other, but on IG Live. Like, what is happening?
Be like, come in here and talk to us.
And I'm like,
I tried to, like, and I'd be like, dang, the day that I'm actually trying to show IG Live, I'm doing something. Like, one time I popped up there painting. Yeah. And I was like, the one time I try to show y'all that I do stuff on IG Live, y'all don't want to come in. But when I'm just on some bullshit asking.
Of course, that's what people love.
Asking who getting cheeks tonight. That's when y'all want to be on here.
Where are those? What are those?
Who's my cheeks tonight? And then I'd be like, clearly not y'all, too, because we're all on IG. And then somebody was like, how you know I'm not getting, like, in cheeks looking at y'all IG Live? And I was like, don't you think that's a little weird? Like, if you doing that? And
are they really cheeks at that point?
Yeah.
Are they? Because if you can pull up IG,
yeah,
I don't think you're doing it right. I don't know what it is, but I don't think you're doing it right.
I don't think you in it.
Because all the movies I done seen, they wasn't on IG Live. I'm just saying.
You know, they can't watch other people and then focus on what they do. But
either somebody ain't doing it right or you're not doing it.
I was like,
So
it's like, hey, live your life. If your person allows you to be on IG Live.
Hello.
Why you inside of them or have them inside of you?
Hello. That makes me think of this episode. so random, but I just binge watch Girlfriends on YouTube. So
I did that one day. I'm not going to hold you.
It's so good. It is so good. The only problem with YouTube is some of the episodes cut off early and then they can't play certain music because of copyright infringement. But anyways, they had an episode where Tony had, like, lost it or whatever. Like, she was just going through it. And this guy had to call all her friends and stuff to get her help. And every time he answered, he was like, hi, I'm calling for Tony Childs. Hello. Everybody kept hanging up on him. It's like, hello. So every time now I be like, hello. It's something wrong with me, but it's okay.
No, I binged that when I was, like, an intern at this agency.
It's so good.
Because I ain't had no work to do. And I was like, Girlfriends is on YouTube?
A whole series. All 8 seasons. All 8 seasons. Man, that show is so good. They do, like, I did watch their interview after they did the Blackish episode.
Yeah.
And they were like, y'all need to have a movie because they literally just dropped off.
Yeah.
Like, the last episode was like,
what's happening?
So they do need to do, like, a movie or, like, a Netflix series where it's, like, a couple of episodes.
Yeah, just wrap it up.
Yeah, not a reboot. Please, no.
No.
Please,
no.
just end the series properly. That's all I ask.
Just give me a conclusion.
Yes. Please. Like
people,
if you go on to make movies like, you know, they did the Sex and the City movies, if you go on to do something like that, sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like I need to close off the series first. Then
I was like, because Sex and the City definitely came to a close.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm dropping the movie. just as a continuation story, but we're still like, if it ends here, it ends here.
Right.
It's still a concluded
Because right
movie.
now, I still need to know when Old Boy's coming home. I still don't know. Okay? Did Joan ever finish the house? Did they figure out what to do with Jabari when he totaled William's car?
Look.
It's like these questions that need answers. Look.
Questions that niggas is asking.
Look.
Shout out to Dustin.
Shout out to Dustin. He's amazing. I love him. Oh my God. So, when am I close out? Because I need to know your business. I feel like we've been all in your business, but I just want to, get a little bit more.
Get deeper.
Tread water. I like to swim. So
I don't care.
Oh, I want to close with this. In my other episodes that I do, which are like perspective episodes, I like to ask, what this like last week in self-care. So, last week in self-care, what did you do?
As I look into the ceiling boards, towels.
Oh, I'm about to say Pinterest.
No, ceiling towels. Gaze off into the distance, having a Raven Simone moment. That's a Raven moment. Raven Baxter. Yes. That was her name.
Yes.
Series.
No, somebody. I'm not gonna bring up Twitter again because I was literally about to do it. I was about to be like, they were like the Baxters or the McGuires. I'm like, the Baxters. What type of question is that? I feel like most of them tweets, they always put something that's obscenely obtuse, so people can be like, "Are you serious?"
The McGuires are whack. I mean,
I don't even remember her brother's name.
Oh, what was her brother's name?
I don't know. I don't know. I remember even Steven better than I remember the McGuires. Who's her parents?
The man with the dark hair and the glasses, and then the blind lady with the glasses.
That clears up a lot.
I know. I don't know their names.
That clears up a lot.
I don't know their names. It's the blonde niggas. I don't know. Not niggas, but no. Well, shut up.
The
YTs.
You know what somebody called them before? They called them the Anglos. And I'm like, I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That is good.
That's a good one.
Okay, what was the question again? I'm so sorry.
Last week in self-care.
Oh, last week in self-care. What did I do as self-care? What was last week?
The last 7 days.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay.
I don't think I did anything within the last 7 days, but I say last 2 weeks. I went on vacay.
Okay.
And then I took an extra day off, when I came back. I came back on a Sunday, and I took that Monday off for just regroup and to get my mental ready for work.
That's good.
So taking a day off would be my self-care if you got, paid PTO.
If you get paid to be off.
You get paid to be off. Take advantage of them days off because, you need them.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be you actually doing something. Just take a day to just sit and clear your mind.
Yeah.
Don't do anything. Don't make your day full of errands.
Oh, no. Not errands like her name, but errands, things you do.
Yeah. Don't do that. Just sit. Be still.
Yeah.
Watch movies. I don't know. Whatever you like to do. Hey, if you want to schedule a massage, do that.
Yeah.
Massages are great.
I'm not going to talk about that on here, but I'll tell you when we get
Oh, hey.
This lady was talking about her massages, and it's hilarious.
Okay.
Sorry, listeners. I can't share it with you. Oh, my God. Woo, that's fun tea. Okay. So, what did I do? I started back reading.
Oh, yay.
I started back reading, and it's fun.
What book?
It's 3 of them.
Okay.
So, I started with this book.
Drop them. Right. Y'all didn't see. I pointed down.
So, the first one, let me go. So, I use the app, Goodreads, to keep track of the books that I'm reading and my progress. Let my friends know what I'm doing. Okay, so how do you go to this? Oh, so the first one is You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. I bought that book a year ago.
That's the title?
It's long.
It's
the yellow book. I feel like everybody's seen this book before.
Oh yeah. I seen that.
I said a yellow book because it's literally the background is yellow. But I feel like everybody's read that, and I had it for over a year because a few people like I think they talked about it on the friend zone. Like a couple of people talked about it, but that's back when I wasn't reading, so I'm like whatever. But I bought it, just never cracked it, which is so weird. I carried it around with me forever, just never.
Oh, I got a couple of those.
I read this. I started this other book that was suggested to me by an old coworker, Biba. Shout out to you, Biba the Diva, if you're on Twitter, or I don't know if that's her name on Instagram or not. But it's called Jambalaya, The Natural Woman's Book of Personal Charms, Charms and Practice Rituals. I was like,
"Oh, show me that one."
It's pretty. It's a pretty purple.
I'm a visual.
Yeah, I can text you a picture of the cover. But it has some good points in there. But sometimes her stories to me just seem so like, it's just so like it's. I feel like you know how people say you got ebb and flows. It's like roller coasters. It's like, oh my God, I need a break. Like, I'm stressed out reading this book, and this is supposed to help me.
I shouldn't be stressed. You are stressing me out.
My anxiety shot through the roof when I was reading one page, and I was like, okay, sis, I can't do this. I got to put you down for a different time. But yeah, I started it by, I want to say like, not this last week, but the week before. I started it, well, when this episode came out like a month ago, but yeah. But I did the 5 minutes a day because Danielle in my first the opening episode, she said she do 5 minutes a day. So I was like, oh, let me try that might work. And then I found an accountability partner, so if I didn't text them that day starting, meaning I'm starting my 5 minutes, they would be like, did you read today? So I started doing that. And then after a week, I'm like reading a chapter. Like, well, first I started reading 5 minutes. Then I went up to 6 minutes. And then I went up to 7 minutes. And then I'm like, oh, I actually want to read the whole chapter. And now I'm reading like 2 and 3 chapters. And like, so I'm like, okay, I always loved reading, but I stopped. So that was my thing. I'm like, damn, I'm reading. Look at me.
I've been trying to get back on that tip too.
Look, my mom has a copy of The Alchemist, and I want to read that because everybody says it's such a good book to read, and I've had it in my room. I just never read it, and then she took it back. Like, you ain't about to have my book up in this mess. So she took it. But yeah, that's whatever. I'm gonna find it and read that one too, because I get that from my mom. Like, read like 2 or 3 books at a time, because once you get bored with one, you're like, I'm gonna go read something else. Yeah. So I'm reading like 2 or 3. If you want to find me on Goodreads, you know, you can look me up.
Look her up.
So tell people where they can find you.
Okay. On Instagram, my personal page is Erin Just Alex, so ErinJusAlex. I know X's are kind of like hard for me to say for sometimes.
It'll be in the description. Yeah. Too, so it's fine.
And then, I mean, you can also follow like the Unicorns page, which is Unicorns Are Real.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that's R as in ARE, you know. It's Unicorns Are Real Podcast. That's the Instagram.
Yeah.
And then like the Twitter page. So my Twitter will be the same as my Instagram for my personal. And then the Twitter for the Unicorns is Detroit Unicorns. I don't have to spell that. I hope you guys
I hope you can spell that. Please.
You guys can spell that. Well, yeah, that's how you find me. That's all I'm on.
Thank you so much for coming on.
No problem.
Oh my God. It was great talking to you. And it's always an honor to have somebody who, because it's called an engineering podcast. So it's always an honor to have people that are like not technically engineers, but you do engineering things just in art form, you know? In art form.
Yeah.
They'll be like, engineers aren't creative. That's a lie.
It's not. I've met some creative engineers.
There's a lot of creative engineers. Don't say that about us. We may be weird, but we like art too.
Hey, everybody's weird, man.
Okay, in a not cool way.
In a not cool way.
Because some weird.
Dang, I hope I didn't lead your podcast down rabbit holes like our podcast.
Look, it's okay. It's okay. People are here to see the authentic you and me. Okay. They're here for the authenticity. That's the feedback I get. Even though y'all don't leave me comments, it's okay. I get it. I get it. I ain't trying to shade y'all, but I'm just saying, y'all don't be talking to me online.
Can y'all talk to us?
Can you talk to me, please? I ask y'all questions on IG and y'all do not answer. But it's okay.
Dang, I might be guilty because sometimes you're guilty of it because you don't actually be like looking at people's stories. They just be running. Like,
no, mine is like the actual post. I have questions in there. And people should not answer me. But I get that now Instagram, like, if you have a long post, it will cut off your post in the middle of it so people don't know to open it all the way.
Yeah.
So if you're not interested to open it all the way, I don't open everybody's comment post. So
yeah.
I get that. I probably need to start putting my hashtags in a different thing so that it show the whole comment. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, the feedback I do get from people is like, it's very authentic. Mm-hmm. Like, people are genuinely themselves. It's not like a political, I guess you can say, type of thing. No. Like, people just come be themselves. And I'm like, I'm regular.
Yeah.
Like, don't come here.
I think all your guests have been very interesting.
Yeah.
Like, for somebody who doesn't, like, who sometimes it's not a part of the STEM or STEAM now, because, art.
Yes, STEAM.
STEAM.
And, I have my cranky engineers. It's like, no, it's STEM. Look.
Like, it's fine. It's fine.
Adobe is a technology.
Hey, this one agency I was, like, working for, they were really pushing the STEAM aspect because they was like, people, stuck in their ways of STEM. But they just forget us arts. We're important, too.
Yeah, graphic design is technology. Yes. You use math.
And
there's number and colors.
And then all the interactive stuff that they have to do for, like, those, like the auto show or something like that. Yeah. Interactive posts or, like, anything like that.
All that stuff
graphic
is
designer
important.
have to come up with all that jazz.
Look, because it ain't going to be me.
Arts.
Let me know when the spinny thing stops spinning and I'll come in. Other than that, don't call me. Like, you need visuals? Don't call me. Don't hit me up. I don't know her. But yeah, it's been great. I don't have any good to knows because it's too far in advance, and y'all know how I record. Yeah. So love you guys. Talk to you soon, and you guys have a great week. Bye-bye.
These days, I'm not too sure about many things. Mainly if I've got what it takes to pursue my dream. If I was a natural disaster,